I don't actually hate Rolex. It's complicated, there's things I don't like about it, but there's also a lot of things I love about the brand. And today, we've got a watch that exemplifies the 3 things that I love the most about Rolex. Hi everyone and welcome to Shaluso, and yes, today I'm going to be talking about the 3 things that I love the most about Rolex. I have a complicated relationship with Rolex. On the one hand, I find it to be very mainstream, a little bit boring, and a little too conservative. But at the same time, at the end of the day, if you love watches, chances are there's a few things you love about Rolex because they've contributed so much to the watch culture. And that's what today's video is about. The 3 things I love the most about Rolex, and a watch that exemplifies all of them. So let's start off with the basics of the watch we're featuring. This is the Rolex reference 16622, the Yacht-Master 40 with the platinum dial and the platinum bezel. With the rest of the case and bracelet in stainless steel, this watch measures in at 40 millimeters in diameter, 12 millimeters thick with 100 meters of water resistance. And on the inside, you have the caliber 3135, which was Rolex's workhorse caliber from 1988 up until the late 2010s when they started phasing it out for the current generation. Now let's jump back to those measurements really quickly because they do highlight what is the first thing that's great about nearly every Rolex, and that is versatility. Rolexes, the way they're designed, the fact that they're never that thick, they're never that big, at the end of the day, they go with pretty much any wrist and any attire. Before the 2000s, they actually even had lug holes, so it was easier to change straps. And these are all super versatile. I know that some people will say, oh, never put a leather strap on a diver, but considering that Yacht-Master is not actually a dive watch, it's a yachting watch, you can get around that handicap if you really subscribe to it. But in general, the Yacht-Master 40 is such a versatile watch because of the fact that, for one thing, it has barely any color on it, so any color will go with it, but also it just goes with everything. If you want to wear it on the bracelet, sure, looks great, it's a classic look. You want to wear it on a leather strap, you want to wear it with a suit, you want to wear it with casual attire, it just fits everything, and that's in many ways what it was designed to be. It was the watch that you wore when you left your corner office on the top floor and went to the local dock to get on your yacht and sail the sea or whatever it is that they thought people were going to be doing with it. Either way though, it's an extremely versatile watch, and that's something that I would say probably 90% of the Rolex collection does, is that they transcend that notion of something being too sporty or too formal. They kind of blur it and make every watch be a go anywhere, do anything watch. The second thing I love about Rolex, and that the Yacht-Master definitely shows, is that when they try something different, when they actually try something different, it looks really cool and it works really well. And the Yacht-Master collection in general is proof of that. For one thing, it started out as a potential replacement for the Submariner in the early 90s, and they were trying to make a luxury Submariner. And in my view, I think they knocked it out of the park. I, in many ways, do kind of wish they had replaced the Submariner with this, because what we did get as a replacement for the 16610 was the super case and a ceramic bezel. About it. So in terms of the look and feel, when they were actually trying to do something different, they knocked it out of the park and they went all in. And that's not the only thing that happened with the Yacht-Master showing that. The Oyster Flex, that was pioneered on the Yacht-Master. The full blackout ceramic bezel, pioneered on the Yacht-Master. Titanium with the Yacht-Master 42, Yacht-Master. Even though the Yacht-Master 2 is pig ugly, you can't deny that the ring command system is really cool. And they ended up executing it great on the Sky Dweller, which is another watch that's a bit different. When Rolex tries to do something different and really puts the effort into it, even though a lot of them, like the Yacht-Master 2, the Air King, tend to not perform great commercially, I think conceptually they're great, and they do offer a lot of watches that do allow you to have that Rolex quality, but still have something that at least has a bit of personality if you really are after that. And then the last thing that's great about Rolex is the longevity of the movements. The movement in this watch was released in 1988 and it stayed in production until, for the Yacht-Master at least, till 2016. It was in the Submariner until 2020. The movements in most Rolex watches are designed to last, and you can tell by the fact that they don't actually replace them that often. It means that they kind of get it right the first time and let it sit and don't really replace it until they really have to. And that's something that obviously gives people a lot of confidence in the reliability and the serviceability. If you have 30 years worth of time that people can have experience in learning how to use these movements, that people can produce or source spare parts, it gives you confidence at the end of the day, especially when you start looking at pre-owned models. And that's the cool thing about this and today's sponsor, CHRONEXT. They offer a huge range of pre-owned watches that offer really, really good value for watches that are reliable, that have been serviced, and even come with a 2-year warranty. So make sure you check their links in the description below, and a big shout out to them for lending in today's watch. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think of these 3 points? What other things do you love about Rolex aside from their value retention? That doesn't count for today's video. I'd love to know in the comments below. And which watch do you think best exemplifies the traits that you love the most about Rolex? Of course, if you like this video, make sure you like it and share it. If you want to see more pictures and infographics about watches, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Shaluso. If you want to see more videos about watches, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell as well. And check out my Rolex playlist if you want to see more of my Rolex reviews, as well as more proof that I don't actually hate them. It's just complicated. In any case, thanks for joining me on this quick video about the Rolex Yacht-Master. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.